Hi, how you guys doing? You guys doing good? Cause I'm doing pretty good. A little tired, but pretty good. So today we are gonna be talking about UFC fighters that should retire in 2026. So this one kind of speaks for itself. There's a lot of fighters we saw that retired this year in 2025. Obviously Jose Aldo, Dustin Poirier. What was it? Yeah, Paul Craig retired after that knockout loss to Bukowskis. Trying to think, I know there was a lot. Yeah, Anthony Smith, like hugging. What was the guy's name? Zhang's leg. Yeah, Zhang Mingyang's leg. Yeah, he was just hugging it, just getting ground and pounded over and over again. That was the saddest retirement of all of them. But yeah, today I'm gonna be talking about like the fighters in every division that I think should retire. A lot of these might be subjective, and a lot of these I can understand. Like a lot of these I'm sure you guys would understand as well. So yeah, let's start off with the flyweight division. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this one because I don't really there isn't really anybody that's that should retire in the flyweight division, but it should be Alex Perez. I know this sounds crazy because this guy's like 33, 32 years old, but just hear me out. This guy has one win since 2021. That one win being Matheus Nicolau. Yeah, Matheus Nicolau, yeah. Bro, Matheus Nicolau is shit. I'm sorry, but Matheus Nicolau has lost every good fighter he's fought. He robbed Manel Cap, got destroyed by Royval, and then got coated by an overhand by Alex Perez. But yeah, Alex Perez, aside from that one win, he's been getting fucking. Okay, he had a kind of good performance against Mikhaev. Mikhaev did stink it up in that fight. He won. It was a stinky performance, but aside from that, this guy's just been getting destroyed left and right. He was kind of winning, but he also got finished by Almabayev, so that's not a good look, bro. I'm sorry, that shit is not a good look. You can't be getting finished by Asu Almabayev, man. If there's one thing I'm confident about in Brandon Moreno, if he loses to Asu Almabayev, it's not gonna be by finish. It's gonna be by some sort of stupid decision. Man, Almabayev just does enough to win. Because Almabayev is not a finisher, bro. He is not a finisher. I know for a fact he's not. But if he did finish Moreno, I would kill myself. So, yeah. And also, Tim Elliott didn't beat Kaya Sakura. I mean, if Tim Elliott lost to Kaya Sakura, even though the first thing I said was literally correct, I don't know why I had to correct myself again. But if Tim Elliott had lost, he would definitely be here because Tim Elliott is 38 years old. But yeah, I'm shocked. But Tim Elliott beat fucking. To this day, that's my worst pick in history. Y'all may think fucking Royval was a bad pick. Marab was a bad pick. Nah, bro. I picked Kaya Sakura by round 1 KO. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. But yeah. I think Alex Perez should retire next year if he loses again. Because that'll be, a 4-fight losing streak? Do you really think the UFC cares that much about Alex Perez enough to keep him around when they cut guys like Mikhaev? They got rid of Ferguson, but Ferguson, I think he might have left on his own terms. We don't know what happened with Tony, but yeah, I don't think the UFC gives a fuck about Alex Perez, so I think Perez might just call it quits after one more loss. So yeah, let's talk about the Bantamweight division. This one might shock some of you, and this one might not. Davison Figueiredo has to retire next year, man. What's this guy, 38 years old? Bro, this guy's in desperate need of a retirement. And he's, bro, I'll be real, I would not have been mad if he retired after losing to Corey Sandhagen, because if you guys want me to be honest, he doesn't have any chance at beating Umar. I'll just be real, Umar's gonna beat the fuck out of him. And I think that's gonna be all she wrote for Figueiredo. I think, honestly, I can see Umar getting a finish, in this fight. But if Umar gets tagged once, we know how hard Figgy hits, we know how chinny Umar is. You never know, but I will be real. I think Mario Bautista would smoke Davison Figueiredo. I think Marab, obviously. I think like all the guys Umar has beaten, except for like, you know, like the cans before, like Sandhagen and stuff, like they would all like beat the fuck out of Figgy. Like I low-key think Baxat versus Figgy would be competitive. There are unranked guys I would pick to beat Davison Figueiredo, bro. Like I would pick Alexandre Topuria to beat the fuck out of him. I could pick Baxat to beat him as well. Look, dude, this guy, you cannot be arguably losing to Montel Jackson. To this day, I don't know who won that fight. Every time I think about it, like, it's just hard to say. Like, dude, Figgy has such a shit performance against Montel Jackson, and he's been having shit performances since Petr Yan beat him back in Macau, I think, UFC Macau. I think that's how you say it. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, Figgy's washed to do this. No other way to say it. I don't think he's gonna be competitive anymore, man. And Umar does have the like Brazilian Dagestani type advantage over Davison Figueiredo, so that is something to count for. I think he's gonna lose to Umar, and the UFC. I could just see them feeding him to a guy like Peyton Talbot, or like who knows, maybe Vinicius Oliveira. Okay, realistically, Davison Figueiredo should destroy Vinicius Oliveira, but I could see like them just doing a matchup like that, and then Figgy just gets destroyed, and then he just retires. Cause bro, it's not been looking good for Figgy, especially with that performance against Montel Jackson. And maybe it's like a cardio thing, and he just gets all that back. But honestly, dude, I don't see him. I don't think he has any chance of getting that belt back. Well, not back, but I don't think he has any chance of becoming a double champ. And I think it's over for him, bro. Like, I think he's met his end against Umar. I think Umar will beat the living fuck out of Davison Figueiredo, bro. I don't even know why the fuck they made that fight, but yeah. Let's talk about the featherweight division. This one we can all unanimously agree on. Volkanovski should 100% retire after before the end of next year, like during next year. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, damn, it's only like a couple days left. That's crazy, bro. But yeah, and like next year at some point Volk retires. Like, this is what I think, alright? Just hear me out. Volkanovski beats Diego Lopez in like February. Well, for me it's in February. Alright? And then the UFC, they come back to Perth in August, and then they build that entire card around Volkanovski, and they sell it as, oh, this is Alexander Volkanovski's final fight. This is retirement fight. This one's gonna be it. And then he fights because I'm hearing that Evloev Murphy is gonna happen in UFC like London in March, and then I hope whoever wins that fight, they should fight Volk next, and Volk wins that fight or loses that fight. I think, come on, Perth, RAC Arena, home crowd. Come on, bro, you could not ask for a better retirement, man. If you ask me, I think that's a perfect retirement. And even if he loses to Diego Lopez, his next fight should be during like September, August, whenever like UFC comes back to Perth. Because bro, if Volkanovski's final fight is like either Diego Lopez or it's not in Perth, the UFC has failed us, bro. The UFC has fucking failed us, dog. But that is only if Volk is not gonna fight there. But like, bro, the UFC, they do not give a fuck about Volk, bro. They don't care that this guy is this all-time great. Like, they don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, but you guys have to understand, they don't give a fuck. Look what they did to Jose Aldo, bro. They fucking shipped him off to the to the fucking crowd cams, bro. Like, it's fucked, dude. Like, he's already the featherweight GOAT, nothing left to prove, bro. I think the perfect retirement would be Volkanovski versus an undefeated guy in Perth, bro. Because, like, he couldn't beat Ilya Topuria. This is his one chance at redeeming, like, an undefeated, like stealing an undefeated record, if that makes any sense. I feel like I don't even know what the fuck I just said. Hold on. Yeah, just beating an undefeated fighter would do heaps for Volk's legacy. beating Diego Lopez does nothing. And bro, I hope they don't because bro, I could 100% see if Gene Silva beats Arnold Allen, I can 100% see the UFC giving Gene Silva a title shot, which would be not deserving in the fucking slightest. I'm sorry, bro, it would not be fucking deserving. And I know they're gonna do it because Gene's a fucking industry plant, bitch. But yeah, I really do hope that Volk retires next year because he is getting up there in age. He's gonna turn 38 next year. Like, come on, look, he has to retire. If he doesn't, we're probably gonna see Volkanovski lose again. Like, and it's gonna suck, but we may as well accept it if he does not retire. Bro, this is all in Volkanovski's hands right now. Like, don't fuck it up, bro. Let's talk about the lightweight division. Come on, bro, this is like the whole reason why I made this video. Michael Chandler, brother, you have to retire, man. Bro, if this guy does not retire next year, this guy's gonna get like irreversible brain damage if he keeps sticking around in MMA. This motherfucker is the definition of washed up, bro. This guy is so washed up, it's unbelievable. I think, I'll be real, this is gonna sound like a hot take, but I don't think any fighter has fallen off worse than Michael Chandler in the last like 3 years, bro. Like, genuinely, bro, Michael Chandler gave Dustin Poirier a really hard fight. Knocked out Tony Ferguson. Okay, that was a shit win, but knocked out Tony Ferguson. Beat the fuck out of Dan Hooker. Had that war with Gaethje. Gets fucking like wrestle fucked by Charles for 5 rounds, and then makes Paddy Pimblett look like a world beater. Bro, the fact that Michael Chandler in the striking, I shit you not, in the striking, he is missing punches on Charles Oliveira. How the fuck is that possible, bro? Charles Oliveira is the definition of a punch magnet, and you can't even land on him. You can't even land on a punch magnet, bro. I don't even know, like, bro. Bro, trying to punch Charles Oliveira is so easy, man. I could do it like with my eyes closed, dude. Like, come on. What the fuck, bro? What are you doing, bro? Like, he's just dipping his head down, throwing some hooks. And not to mention, bro, like, since he got back, his fight IQ's even worse now, bro. Why the fuck was he trying to take Paddy Pimblett's back, bro? I shit you not, he was trying to take Paddy Pimblett's back and trying to look for a submission. And then Paddy just immediately reverses him because he realizes that Chandler's being a fucking idiot, and then just beats the shit out of him. He's chinny as fuck now. Like, Charles Oliveira was rocking him in damn near every striking exchange. Paddy Pimblett was rocking him in damn near every striking exchange. Wasted his prime waiting for Conor McGregor, bro. That's the last thing I want to talk about. Look, if him and McGregor fight next year, I am picking Conor McGregor by round 1 KO, bro. I'm just gonna be fucking honest. I think Conor's gonna knock Michael Chandler out. And I think if this guy doesn't retire even after losing to McGregor, I don't know what the fuck is going through his head, but he's gonna get irreversible CT. I think Chandler's last fight should be McGregor at the White House, and I think that's the only fight I want to see Chandler in. Otherwise, nothing else makes sense, and he has no chance against anyone else. Because I also think McGregor's washed up as well. But yeah, bro, Michael Chandler, fuck me, man. This guy is washed up. Let's talk about the welterweight division. There's gonna have 2 fighters. Double retirement. Kobe Burns, get the fuck out of here, bro. Bro, please leave, bro. Especially Gilbert Burns. Please leave, man. I can't, like, even though I've been saying Gilbert Burns, like, before I had a channel, I used to think Burns was very overrated. Like, I've never seen a guy get glazed more for losing than Gilbert Burns. Like, here's the thing, bro. Colby Covington does not get any glaze. Gilbert Burns gets a lot of glaze, even though they're both on massive losing streaks. But I like Gilbert. I don't want to see him lose, bro. And this guy constantly fucking loses. Like, this guy is literally a stepping stone at this point in his career. And same as Colby Covington, they are both literal stepping stones. I think you make these 2 fight each other at the White House, because these 2 are the only, like, old heads that, like, never got to fight each other when they were in their primes. Like, Gilbert Burns, like, when he was in his prime, fought guys like Usman, Wonderboy, Kamsa, even though you could argue that wasn't even prime Gilbert against Kamsa. Same with Kobe, fighting guys like Usman, Covington, fucking Masvidal, Lola, Woodley. Like, bro, like these two, this was a fight we should have gotten back in like 2020, 2019, 2021, whatever. And now you can do it now that they're both fucking washed up. And honestly, bro, I don't even know who to fucking pick, like, today. Like, I'll be real. Like, I might lean towards Kobe because he still has that cardio. And that Gilbert Burns just fucking... I could low-key see Kobe cracking him on the feet. Call me fucking crazy, but I think this is the only fight that makes sense for these two. Like, double retirement, perfect. They are both incredibly washed. Kobe Covington could not take down Joaquin Buckley to save his fucking life. Joaquin Buckley would go flying every time Usman would attempt a double leg. They're both, I'll be real, they're both of the two worst fighters in the welterweight rankings. I think Bonfim smokes them. I think obviously Buckley beat Kobe. He knocks out Burns in round 1 as well. Fucking Leon Edwards still like beats all of them. Like Leon Edwards already beat him, like Covington anyways. Fuck, dude, even, bro, I could low-key see Kevin Holland beating both these guys, dude. That's the level of fall-off I'm talking about. Like, I think Jeff Neal would knock both of these guys out inside 2 rounds. Like, this is the level they're at now. And it's sad, bro. Like, because these were once, like, the 2 best welterweights. And, like, they used to be, like, Usman, Covington, Burns, bro. Like, there used to be a time, man. And now, like, they're both just done. So, yeah. Let's talk about the middleweight division now. I was considering putting fucking Israel Adesanya here, but then I really took, like, a deep think, like, a deep thoughts. And I came to the conclusion that Jared Cannonier is washed, and Izzy, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, you can say I'm coping because I'm an Izzy fan, whatever. I think Israel Adesanya still has like a good 2 years left in MMA before he's completely done. Meanwhile, Jared Cannonier is just completely fucking done, bro. There's no other way to say it, but Jared Cannonier is cooked. This guy would go flying every time MVP would land a punch on him. Like, bro, I'm sorry, man. Jared Cannonier is like beyond washed, dude. I think I could honestly see Dolidze giving him a hard fight now. I would pick Cannonier by knockout, but this guy's 40, like what, 42, 43? I think it's time you call it a wrap. Like an old head, dude. This guy's an old head, man. There's no other way to say it. And it's sad because I actually like Cannonier. I used to think he was like a dark horse in middleweight. Like a guy that nobody would give like flowers to. Like, bro, call me fucking crazy, but like back in the day, I used to think Cannonier was a sneaky nightmare matchup for Dricus. You know, he's like fairly well-rounded, can defend the grappling, has really good boxing, has insane power. Like, how would he, like if you really think about it, he's like a really bad matchup for Dricus at the time. You know, before Imavov chinned him, and then after that, just got worse and worse. Like, Gregory Rodriguez dropped him like a billion times in round 1. Fair enough, he won that fight, but then the MVP fight, he would just go flying every time he would get touched. Like, this guy, Jared Cannonier, cannot take punches anymore. And yeah, you can say, oh, Izzy got knocked out by Marvov in round 2, but I will say this, it was an eye poke. We are talking about eye pokes a lot with Tom Aspinall. Why can't we give Izzy the benefit of the doubt? Izzy got eye poked, he didn't take his break, immediately got slept. You see what I mean? Now let's talk about the light heavyweight division. Because, brother, this one, bro, Jan Blachowicz, bro, this guy's another guy that just has to retire. This guy's 40 years old as well, like 41, 42. Oh, man. And it sucks. I'm a massive Jan fan. I picked Ulbek to beat him. I thought he was going to beat Alex Pereira. I thought Guskov was going to win. Honestly, Blachowicz should have won that shit, man. I'll be real. It depends on who you give round 1 to, but even though I can see an argument for Guskov. Look, I personally don't know who won round 1, but I think they should have just given it to Blachowicz out of the benefit of the doubt. I don't care, bro. I love Jan Blachowicz. But I'll be real, dude. The Polish power is gone. You're washed up. You're gassing out in every fight now. Like you're getting knocked down, but Guskov has power, so I can't be going crazy over that. But yeah, I think if he fights like Jamal Hill, I think he would win. But I don't think Jamal Hill is good. Like, I'll be real. I think Jamal Hill is one of those fighters that, like, how the fuck did he ever become champion type of fighter? But I think a win over Jamal Hill, and that's just enough for him to leave. Like, I think he should just leave after that. Literally no reason to keep fighting. Like, bro, I think it's the best way for, like, Jan Blachowicz to end off his career. Like, off a win, of course. No one wants to end off on a loss, but I do really hope Jan Blachowicz retires next year. And now let's talk about the heavyweight division. Tai Tuivasa, man, bro, this guy has to fucking retire, man. If this guy doesn't retire, he's cooked. There's no other way to say it. I think he will retire. Actually, I think Taliesin Teixeira's gonna knock him out, and then Tai Tuivasa's gonna retire after that. Like, this guy's on like a 4 or 5 fight losing streak. Took irreversible damage against Cyril Gane. Got fucking destroyed by Martin Tybura. And then got like 30-27 by fucking Rosenstruik, which they tried giving to fucking Tuivasa. And yeah, dude, that is the end of the video. Subscribe if you guys are new. Would love if you guys like supported the channel. Like and subscribe for more content like this. I don't know why I told you guys to subscribe twice, but fuck, just do it. And yeah, follow my Instagram and Twitter on my links, like if you click on my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Maybe not next year, or maybe tomorrow, who knows. But yeah, this is YOOOO Whats signing off. Have a good one.